Have you thought about where you wanted to be in life and have no direction? Well, you are in the right place. You are tuned into another epic episode of Triana the Trillionaire Podcast with your spiritual health coach, Triana the Trillionaire. Become more aligned, enlightened, and abundant in all areas of your life. She got the hair care, she got the health, and she has the wealth topics for you.
Welcome back, heirs, to the Triana the Trillionaire Podcast. And I'm your lovely host, Triana the Trillionaire. Now, today I have been going on these minis, my mini spills, my 5-minute mini episodes, and we have not gotten a 5-minute episode yet. So obviously I talk too much. Y'all think I talk too much. Y'all like that I talk too much. Listen, if I take a break, I'm just going to be drinking some of my spirulina. Let me get a little sip right now. And yeah, I want to come on here today and talk to y'all about one part of my book. And I haven't talked about my book in a long time because when I'm really delving in on my projects, I really like to hone in. But something reminded me today, and I was like, I'm going to sit and I'm going to write this. So I seen a quote. It said, let me actually go to the quote. I shared this quote and I was just like, this is just so heart-wrenching. It's so sad to me, honestly. But if you understand death, you understand life. Right? So it says, think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. And I'm always one of those people where it's like, I don't want to live this lifetime without living what I was actually sent here, what I signed up to come here and do, right? I want to completely live the life that I was assigned to live, exactly how I was assigned to live it, right? And I want to go all out. I want to ball out. I don't know about y'all, but God does not want me to live a poverty lifestyle. I want y'all to come on board with me, get on board, and live this lucrative lifestyle. A lucrative lifestyle doesn't only just mean, oh, I'm getting money. You're thriving. You're actually living exactly how you want to live. It's not about you budgeting this X amount to get this. It's about you calling in these things to your experience. You living your design. You're living your actual life, how you want to live it. Yeah, we have times, I know I'm a 5'2" manifester. My 2 in my profile is a hermit crab. My 5 is like a heroic, challenging, super champion human being or something like that. But understanding these components about myself, I want to go home and I want to retreat and I want to sit in my house. But when I'm out and about, I want to enjoy me being at the beach. I want to enjoy me getting on those flights. I want to enjoy picking up my daughter and spinning her around and we getting dizzy and we're falling in the grass, looking up at the sky. I want to continue to go to the beaches and spend New Year's Eve and New Year on the actual beach, bringing those in. Those were some of the most memorable moments, right? I want y'all to do the same thing. So I'm just hopping out the shower. I'm hopping out the bath, honestly. And while I was bathing, I actually saw that quote before I went to take a bath. And usually when I'm in my bath time, I really meditate. I could fall asleep. I could be in there for 2 hours. The water's still going to be hot. But today I was rushing. I was I gotta hurry up and get out. I got so many ideas. I got so much podcasting to do. I have to completely revamp my whole Tree Fit app. I got so many good ideas. And I'm just you know what? How am I going to do all this? And then that thought came to me. Don't even think about the how. Just go do it. Be inspired. Enjoy doing it. And one thing that I said I was going to do when I got out the shower, after I saw that quote, I was I'm going to write my obituary. I know y'all probably Triana, what? Now you acting crazy. Now you sound crazy. No, seriously. This is actually in my book anyways. Spoiler alert. This is actually in my book. Okay. Let me retract and just tell y'all where I'm coming from. Okay. I had a class. It was called Coping with Death. And what I realized with the coping with death, and I think I talked about this and shared this before, so it's no surprise to my heirs. But the new heirs that are coming on, just give me a moment to let you guys know what I'm talking about. I had a class. It's called Coping with Death. And in that class, the first day, when I heard the name of the class, I was like, once I get out of this class, I am going to my athletic advisor and I'm telling her to get me out of this class, because why am I signed up for a death dealing class, right? I don't need this class. It's an elective, or it's something for health or sciences, or it's something that I needed that was easy, because we were in season at this point, so they want to give you the easier classes in season when we're running track. So I said, okay, I'm going to this class right now so I won't miss it, so I won't get in trouble with my coaches and stuff. But right when I leave, I'm going to her office. I already made up in my mind. The first day I was in this class, we had to write our own obituaries. Did y'all just hear me? My mind was completely blown. And I have to do the work. Like, I'm in the class. Like, I got to do the work if you're in the class. But I was like, after I'm leaving, I was like, I will be out of this class. It will not count against me. I will not get an I. And I guess we had a day or two to bring the assignment back or something, because I was like, I'm not about to finish this. So he extended it, because we were originally supposed to, submit it right then. I went to my advisor and she was like, no, you can't get out of the class. This is the last day. I was like, it's Friday. Whatever day it was, I was like, girl, you got to get me out of this class. I'm not playing with you. She was like, no, there's nothing I can do. I'm like, who put me in this class? Why would you put me in this class? I was in her office for an hour trying to get out this class. So she was like, I'll try to pull some strings by Monday. Just blah, 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 just go. But I'm pretty sure, I just don't know if I can get you out of this class. So I went. Come to find out, I had to stay in this class. This is the only class I would be able to get in unless I transferred to like zoology or something crazy. It was just insane. And I think that's the reason why I changed my major in the middle of the semester, because of this lady. I would have a biomedical sciences degree if I didn't listen to this lady. I have a health sciences degree, but I studied biomedical sciences the entire time up until like the last semester and a half or something like that. Or yeah, something like that. So anyways, cooler title, but I would literally be doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now, podcasting with y'all. Because honestly, my science degree has propelled me to the point where I am now, because people love the science backing. When I just told y'all about my 5'2" profile and stuff like that, that's like the scientific terminology of like the human gene keys system, right? So the science stuff is really, really cool to me, but I really love the spiritual aspect of every single thing. I love meditating. I love manifesting. I love vibrating higher. I love getting in tune with myself, my core. I love praying, talking to God, building my relationship with God, and just really recentering myself and focusing, breathing, breath work. I love those things. Reading the Bible, interpreting the scriptures. I actually love that stuff. I know I was like a really spiritual kid growing up, and people were probably like, why is this kid wanting to be in Bible study? Because I was eager and I love to hear wisdom from older people. I love older people, older women, older men. I just love older men and older women. Like the men in my family, they will be hours, like my grandfather, hours talking about the Bible. And I'm like, how can someone talk about something so much? And it's because you love that subject. So I can talk to you guys for hours about health, about fitness, about wellness, about God, building your relationships, making more money, changing your money mindset, stuff like that, because I love those topics, right? And I literally cannot get this 5 minutes down. So I might even have to go back to this episode and try to cut some stuff out. But anyways, listen, I'm gonna try to sum it up. We have not made this 5-minute cut. Maybe it need to be like 10 minutes with Tree or something like that. I might need to change it to 10 minutes because this is hilarious to me. But anyways, if you are not living the life that you desire right now, you have every opportunity to change it. That's why God keeps waking you up every single morning, right? Or night if you wake up at the nighttime. But your life is not over. You have plenty to live for, right? And when you die, I'm gonna have to make this a completely different episode. I just really feel like she's probably right here in front of me and she's like, Triana, focus, or give me some inspiring ideas or something like that. So my ideas about death had completely changed. I used to be so scared of death, of dying. When my mom passed, it's like it shedded so many barriers for me to like really, y'all know how like a snake loses its skin and it literally, that skin just dies off of them and it's still like the same snake, but that old skin just dies off. That's literally how I feel on certain aspects of my mom passing away, because it's like I'm not showing out for people that's not going to show up for me. There was people that I expected to come to my mom's heavenly ceremony. There were things that I expected to be done differently at my mom's heavenly ceremony that weren't done to my expectations, and people just lived their life like nothing happened, like it wasn't the worst thing that anybody has ever laid their eyes on, right? And I'm just like, if people can be that cruel when you pass away, imagine how they really feel about you right now, but you're living your entire lives to communicate with these people, to please these people, to make these people happy. It's like, do what you want to do. Live your life. This is one of the reasons why I did not end up going to med school. My whole life, since I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, was depending on me to go to med school, for me to be a doctor, and for my name to be Dr. Roberts. That is completely all I wanted. But I was like, I wanted these things for the wrong reasons, because I wanted to be this certain type of person for the wrong people. And I was like, they're not cheering me on. They're not coming to my graduations. They're not, helping me excel and exceed and things like that. So I was like, I'm doing it for people that's not even showing up for me. So I had a grand idea that I was like, I'm not even going to do this anymore. Like, if you didn't come to this graduation of mine, why am I going to have another 4 years of college and you're not going to go to that graduation of mine? People said some very hurtful things to me, like, you probably didn't even graduate for real. Did you really get your degree? I'm like, yes, I have my degree. Like, I am really a health scientist in real life, guys. Heirs. I'm really a health scientist in real life, okay? Just because I don't wear a white coat or I'm not in a lab, I literally, my house is a lab, okay? I literally use my research, my research backing to research all of the things. I use my hypothesis all the time when I'm mixing Lily Rose beauty products, okay? Like, everything I learned in school, I apply it to today. But I was just like, I shed some old skin. And it just was like an epiphany to me. And it was like, these things don't matter. My only job is for me to build the relationship with God. Me to continue my spiritual journey. For me to continue to unlock those barriers. And the money will flow to me easily and effortlessly. That's not my focus. My focus was on doing what God has me doing here on earth. And you wouldn't even believe it. So many people call me randomly like, hey, can I just give you some money? Can I send you some money? Can you help me do a logo real quick? I'll send you, how much does it cost? $250? I'm like, for a logo? You guys can get on Canva Pro and create your logo yourself. Or can you help me get a website, or can you just talk to me for a minute about my relationship, or I will pay you for your time, or can you just help me with this business idea? Can you give me... So many people do that, and I'm like, oh no, it's okay. Like, I literally took pictures of my cousin and his fiance for free when we were just randomly going through town. I randomly hitched a ride with them, and they wanted to pay me for their wedding photos and said I need to be their personal photographer. And I was like, no, I just enjoy these moments, so it seems like this is what I should be doing with my life. But if you do every single thing with that type of energy, that type of vibration, that type of love, you're getting that love back. So they were like, we will literally pay you whatever. We don't care how much does it cost for you to do our wedding photography. And I was just like, no, you guys don't have to pay me anything. I would just do it. But that is my time, set aside. But I was like, I'm going to carve out that time. Look at it as a wedding gift for you guys. If you guys want to give me some money. But that also is propelling money too. Because I don't work a 9-to-5, and I did not release my 9-to-5 video podcast. So I am going to release that podcast episode, because this is when I'm telling you guys to brand your businesses and things of that nature, or brand yourselves, position yourselves. You can be cleaning your carpet for 3 seconds and use that as a B-roll video. You travel agents out there that I've told you guys to actually film some content, film some stuff. People don't know what you do. You're not putting yourself out there. You don't have to put yourself on a pedestal like I'm better than anybody, or look at me and whatever. But the people that need to see the videos, that need to see your message, that need to see your words, or that want to, they're going to be inspired by you. This is your community that you're building. When I built Triana's Fit in 5, because it was literally Triana's Fit in 5 at first, I had a 6-minute video in high school. I've been doing this stuff for so long. I did this in high school. I had my basketball teammates come and dress up in 90s workout gear, and we had a blast. We had a ball. We recorded that video, and so many people were just asking me for the video to replay it at night for themselves, so they can do this same workout every single night. It doesn't have to be difficult. So how I developed Triana's Fit in 5, someone gave me that name. That's why I ask you guys all the time, should I change the podcast name from Triana the Trillionaire Podcast? Because it's to me, it's a little long. If I'm actually branding something, that's a long name to me, for me to, but it has to be. But I just want like a bop, like a, So I ask you guys all the time. Someone gave me Triana's Fit in 5. And then I was like, I want to shorten it. So Tree Fit in 5, it was Fit in 5, Flex for the Fight Fit Tour, when I start doing my breast cancer tour. So I love these names and these different branding techniques and stuff like that. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, you want $1 trillion business, but you live your lucrative lifestyle. If lucrative money to you, if you have your house paid off and your car paid off, and you only have $1,000 a month for everything that you ever desired, okay. If you want 10,000 months and you only have to pay 1,000 for all your living expenses, and you're profiting 9,000, that's a lucrative lifestyle for you, right? That's $120,000 a year for you, but that can be lucrative for you. You're living your lifestyle, right? And I always tell you guys, your health is the most important. So if you're taking care of your health, if you're healthy, you're already max abundant. So you just got to look at the stuff that you look all around you. There's abundance all around you. Especially if you feel like you cannot see your abundance, then you just really need to meditate and sit with yourself. You may have your parents. I don't have my parents. So you're already in an abundant area of your life, right? You may have the fanciest car on the block. You already live in that, You may have peace. You may have the peace that surpasses all understanding. Do you know how much that's worth to so many people? You're already living in abundance. You're already operating in overflow. You're already living in abundance. You're already operating in overflow. And you may not even see it. But hey, you hire me, I promise you're going to see every single thing that you've been missing. Because I'm going to tell you, do you know you have heat that you're able to pay for? A lot of people don't have heat. When I go to these foreign countries, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico and things of that nature, when I was in Costa Rica, they don't even have hot water. I mean, that was the best experience probably of my life. And it was hot outside 24/7, so it didn't really matter that the water was cold. I mean, for me, I like hot water. But they did not care. They live in one of the 9 blue zones. That's so abundant. They're living in a rainforest. They didn't even have doors. They didn't have windows. I was living in a treehouse for 2 days. I'm going to share this on another episode because this is definitely not 5 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to structure these podcasts, if I'm just going to put one of these out per week or if I'm going to spur in 5-minute podcasts per day or whatever. But y'all, let me end on that note. I am literally in my guest room right now, rocking on the bed. I literally have a new office every single time I get inspired to podcast because I'm like, I have puppies. I have 2 little Yorkies. Well, technically, Smokey's not a puppy. He's a full-grown adult, but he's like 7 pounds. My puppy is Lola. And that's technically Liliana's dog, her puppy. Anyways. And I have Liliana, Lily Rose, she's like jumping up and down, want to watch her shows, want to read a book, want to do art with mommy, want me to paint her nails, want me to do her hair, want to get some ice cream, want to get a snack, want to go outside, want to ride her bike, want a toy. So I was like, let me come in a calm place right now. It's 3:13 a.m. and I'm literally getting done with this podcast. And I may have a few more podcasts up my sleeves tonight because I'm so in the mood to podcast. So I'm going to cut it right there because I know this is literally over 5 minutes. And I'm supposed to be giving y'all 5-minute mini clips. Anyways, I know y'all love me talking Heirs, so make sure you go and you rate the podcast because so many people, y'all have been DMing me, y'all have been messaging me on Snapchat, y'all, some people have even been texting me. I have some people that have my personal number, so you guys been texting me like, hey, I love that episode. Like all my clients have my actual number. Like I don't even care. So you're texting me, but I would love for you guys to go through the show notes, at the bottom of the show notes and actually rate this podcast because so many people tell me they love it. Keep it coming. Do not stop podcasting. Someone told me that. They were like, do not stop podcasting. This is helping my life so much. So I'm giving you the best that I got. No, I'm just kidding. But if you're listening to this podcast, know that you're blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. I love you all. Mwah.